Right now, a tiny spacecraft is traveling through a region of space so dark, so empty, that the sun looks like just another star in the sky, and it just sent back something impossible. New Horizons has crossed into a zone where sunlight is 900 times weaker than what reaches Earth. Out there, in the cosmic void, it's photographing the universe in a way no human eyes have ever seen it. By the end of this video, you'll understand why NASA scientists are calling these images the most accurate view of the universe ever captured, and why what they're revealing is changing everything we thought we knew about space. Let's back up for a second. In 2006, NASA launched New Horizons on a mission to Pluto. It was supposed to be a flyby mission, snap some photos of the dwarf planet and call it a day. But here's the thing. When you build a spacecraft tough enough to survive a 5 billion kilometer journey, you don't just throw it away after one photo shoot. So NASA did something brilliant. They kept it going, past Pluto, past the Kuiper Belt, into the darkness beyond. And now, more than 50 times farther from the sun than Earth, New Horizons has become humanity's eye in the cosmic dark. Here's what most people don't realize about taking pictures in space. When you're close to the sun, like Earth, Mars, or even Jupiter, there's a problem. Sunlight scatters off dust particles, reflects off nearby objects, and creates what astronomers call zodiacal light. It's basically light pollution, but on a solar system scale. Think about it. It's like trying to see stars from the middle of Times Square versus the middle of the Sahara Desert at midnight. New Horizons, it's in the cosmic Sahara. Out where it is now, that light pollution drops to almost nothing. The sky isn't just dark. It's the darkest sky any human-made camera has ever seen. And this is where it gets crazy. From Earth, when we look at stars, we're not seeing them where they actually are. I'm not talking about light years of distance. I'm talking about something way more mind-bending. The sun is so bright and so close to us that its gravity actually bends the light from distant stars. Einstein predicted this in 1915, and we've measured it during solar eclipses, but we've never been able to escape it. Get this, even stars that appear to be far from the sun in our sky are slightly displaced from their true positions because of this gravitational lensing effect. But New Horizons is so far away that the sun's influence is minimal. For the first time in human history, we're seeing stars where they actually are in space, not where Earth's perspective warps them to be. NASA calls these pristine parallax measurements. Scientists are using them to create the most accurate 3D map of our stellar neighborhood ever made. Now pay attention to this. In that perfect darkness, New Horizons discovered something nobody expected. The universe is brighter than it should be. Scientists have calculated exactly how much light should be out there based on all the known galaxies, all the known stars. They've done the math down to the photon. But when New Horizons measured the actual background glow of the universe, the combined light of everything out there, the numbers didn't match. There's excess light, a lot of it. The truth is, we don't know where it's coming from. Some scientists think there might be twice as many galaxies out there as we currently know about, dwarf galaxies too faint for our telescopes to see from Earth. Others think we might be seeing light from the space between galaxies, stars that have been ripped from their homes and now drift alone in the cosmic void. Think about it. Entire populations of orphan stars wandering the darkness between galaxies, invisible to us until now. But here's the catch. New Horizons is just one spacecraft, one set of eyes. To solve this mystery, we need more data, more measurements, more missions. Which brings us to something even more fascinating. Here's what nobody talks about when they discuss New Horizons. NASA isn't just using it to take pretty pictures. They're using the darkness itself as a tool, a natural laboratory that can't be built anywhere else. Astronomers call it a cosmic optical bench. Remember how I said there's no light pollution out there? That makes New Horizons the perfect instrument to calibrate how bright things actually are. When the James Webb Space Telescope or the Hubble looks at a distant galaxy and measures its brightness, scientists have to account for all the interference, atmospheric scatter, zodiacal light, instrumental noise. But New Horizons, it's measuring the universe with none of that noise. It's like having a reference standard floating in the purest darkness humanity has ever touched. Scientists are using it to double-check every brightness measurement we've ever made. And some of those measurements? They're turning out to be wrong. What does this mean? Some galaxies we thought were dim and distant might actually be brighter and closer. Some stars we thought were one type might be another entirely. We're literally recalibrating the universe, and this is the part that changes everything. But here's what they didn't tell you in the press releases. New Horizons is dying. The spacecraft runs on a plutonium battery, a radioisotope thermoelectric generator, and like all radioactive materials, it's decaying. Every year, New Horizons loses about 4 watts of power. That might not sound like much, but when your entire spacecraft runs on less power than a bedroom light bulb, every watt counts. NASA estimates they have until the early 2030s before they'll have to start shutting down instruments. The clock is ticking on humanity's farthest eye into the darkness, which is why what comes next is so critical. Now, the most important thing New Horizons might ever do, it hasn't happened yet, but it's coming. In 2025, New Horizons will attempt something that sounds like science fiction. It will photograph the same stars that Voyager 1, our most distant spacecraft, is looking at from a completely different angle. Get this, these two spacecraft are now so far apart, over 11 billion miles from each other, that they see the nearby stars from dramatically different perspectives. For the first time, humanity will have stereo vision of the cosmos, 2 cameras separated by a distance greater than our entire solar system, taking pictures of the same stars. Scientists are calling it the interstellar parallax experiment. Why does this matter? Because parallax, the apparent shift of nearby objects against distant backgrounds, is how we measure distance in space. The wider your baseline, the more accurate your measurement. Right now, the best baseline we have is Earth's orbit around the Sun, 186 million miles. But New Horizons and Voyager, their baseline is 11 billion miles. That's 60 times better. And it means we'll be able to measure distances to nearby stars with unprecedented accuracy. The truth is, every distance measurement we've ever made might need to be revised. Every calculation about how fast the universe is expanding, how far away things are, how old certain stars might be, all of it could change. We're not just taking pictures from the darkness. We're using the darkness itself to rebuild our map of creation. So what does this mean for the future? Here's the thing. New Horizons has proven something crucial. Missions don't have to end when their primary objectives are complete. Right now, there are proposals for new interstellar missions, spacecraft designed from the start to travel even farther, even faster, with even better instruments. One concept, called the Interstellar Probe, would travel 1,000 times farther than New Horizons, reaching the true edge of the Sun's influence in just 50 years. From that distance, our entire solar system would look like a pale blue dot. But wait, there's more. The images New Horizons is sending back aren't just for science, they're for us, for humanity. Think about it. We're living in the first generation that can see the universe from outside our own cosmic neighborhood. We can look back at our sun from the darkness and see it as just another star. That perspective shift? It's profound. It reminds us that our problems, our conflicts, our differences, they're happening on a tiny mote of dust orbiting an ordinary star in an unremarkable part of the galaxy. And yet from that tiny mote, we built a machine that can see the universe as it truly is. New Horizons is still out there right now, traveling at 31,000 miles per hour into the void. Every day it gets farther from home. Every day the darkness gets deeper, and every day it sends back pieces of the truth about our universe. Somewhere out there in the cosmic darkness, a machine we built is showing us the universe for the first time. The real question is, are you paying attention?